Chapter 13. The next morning, I had gym class first period. I dropped my backpack in my locker and headed to the gym to change for soccer. Hey! I called out when I saw Fred at the other end of the locker room. He already had on his shorts and t-shirt and was lacing up his shoes. I swam my gym locker and pushed my way through the crowd out to him. Fred, what's up? He shrugged. In gym shorts and a super t-shirt, he really looks like a lanky skeleton. I must weigh more than he does, and I'm at least a head shorter. Where'd you go last night? I asked. I went back to my room and you were gone. Yeah. Well, he squinted at me as if trying to remember. I had to go home, Jason. I forgot I had something to do. I frowned at him. You could have said goodbye or something. I searched all over for you. I was kind of worried. Sorry, Fred said, and shrugged his bony shoulders again. We both turned when we heard the coach's whistle. Let's go, guys, the coach growled. It's warm out, so we're outside today. Try to get a game in before the rain starts again. The field is already a little muddy, so be careful, okay? We trooped out of the locker room to the field beyond the middle school playground. It was a humid, gray day with big storm clouds low overhead. It had rained during the night and the field was soft with wide mud patches down the grass. A strong wind blew raindrops down on us from the trees. I shivered to my place. We already had our teams, so we all knew where to go. I played forward. I turned back and looked for Fred, who was on my team. He hated soccer and was always trying to hide in the back corner somewhere so he wouldn't have to kick the ball much. I didn't see him in his usual place. The whistle blew to start the game. I was so surprised to see Fred come out dribbling the ball, I nearly fell over. He gave it short kicks, keeping it close in front of him as he crossed the field. He's going to trip over the ball and go flying into the mud, I thought. Why is he doing this? To my surprise, Fred didn't trip. Instead, he sent a perfect pass to Robbie McIntyre, a teammate. Robbie dodged a defender, brought the ball close to the goal, and went for a shot. The goalie deflected the ball with his shoulder. To my shock, Fred was there to retrieve it. He kicked it furiously and sent it deep into the net for a goal. His teammates cheered and clapped Fred on the back and slapped him high fives. Way to go! I called to him. I slapped him a high five. He sent me back so hard, he nearly threw my arm out of joint. Hey! I cried out. But Fred was already back in position. Wow, he must have had a big bowl of Wheaties this morning, I told myself. And the game got even more surprising. Fred was the surprising part. He was everywhere. Wherever the ball bounced, there was Fred. He powered it down the field. He kicked goals from a mile away. He shouted and waved his arms and cheered his teammates on. He elbowed players out of his way. He shouldered guys into the mud, then trampled over them. Fred took over the game, bullying everyone, challenging anyone to stop him. He dominated. Dominated! I never saw anything like it. Skinny, wimpy Fred, who couldn't handle a video soccer game, whipping up the field with everyone, smashing the other team, kicking furious goal after goal. When Coach Simmons blew his whistle to end the game, I went running over to Fred. Fred's shorts and t-shirt were covered in thick mud. He had been in every battle of the game, had thrown himself into every play. I broke through the circle of cheering guys around him. Fred, I shouted, you were amazing, man. You were possessed. Totally possessed. To my shock, his smile faded. His eyes flared angrily. He lurched forward, shoved guys out of the way, and grabbed the front of my shirt. Pulled it so hard, he nearly lifted me off the ground. Huh? I uttered. What did you say? Fred bellowed. I, said you were possessed. What's the big deal? Don't ever say that, Fred growled. With an angry cry, he leaped onto me, knocked me to the ground. I landed hard on my back and felt the air whoosh from my lungs. As I struggled to breathe, Fred jumped onto my chest. Ow! My ribs! I groaned. I couldn't squirm free. I couldn't breathe. He raised his fist and started pounding me, punching me furiously. His normally pale face was bright red. In a rage, he punched harder, harder. Each blow sent a stab of pain down my body. Get off! Get off! I pleaded. I actually saw stars, bright white and shimmery stars. I felt blood flow from my nose. Fred, stop! Stop! Please!